Down Syndrome by Brooke Alcock. What is Down syndrome? Down syndrome is a genetic disorder involving an extra 21st chromosome that causes developmental and intellectual delays. Down syndrome is the most common occurring genetic condition. It occurs in people of all races and economic levels. Anyone with Down syndrome will experience cognitive delays to an extent. However, the effects, personal strengths, and abilities differ among every single person. The causes of Down syndrome. Normally, the body has 23 pairs of chromosomes. People with Down syndrome have an extra copy of the 21st chromosome instead of just having a pair. There has been no found link to anything that the parents may do or environmental factors that could cause Down syndrome. It's simply just a product of non-disjunction. There are 3 types of Down syndrome. Trisomy 21 is the most common type, where all cells in the body have 3 copies of chromosome 21 rather than just 2 copies. Translocation is when each cell has part of an extra chromosome 21 or just an extra one altogether, but it is still attached to another chromosome instead of being on its own. Mosaic Down syndrome is the rarest type, where only some cells have an extra 21st chromosome. Risk factors, symptoms, and complications. Some people with Down syndrome also have health issues involving their heart, hearing, and eyesight. Symptoms include poor muscle tone, short neck, upward slanting eyes, short hands and feet, and flattened facial profile and nose. Mental abilities vary from person to person. In most cases, there are issues with thinking, reasoning, and understanding. Down syndrome is a lifelong condition that differs extremely from one person to another. Some people will live taking care of themselves almost entirely, whereas some others may need a lot more help. Diagnosis and treatment. Screening tests can indicate the likelihood that a mother is carrying a baby with Down syndrome, but can't tell for sure. Diagnostic tests such as CVS can identify whether a baby has Down syndrome. There are no exact treatments for Down syndrome, however there are ways to increase their quality of life. Life quality can be enhanced by devices such as glasses and hearing aids, speech therapy, occupational therapy, support group, and special education activities. I'm beyond thankful that I was able to do my genetic presentation on Down syndrome because I think the world of someone who happens to have it. There are many myths involving Down syndrome. Down syndrome isn't their fault, it isn't weird, and it isn't contagious. Loving someone with Down syndrome has given me a new perspective on life, love, and kindness. It has given me the ability to witness firsthand that people with Down syndrome have some of the biggest, most genuine hearts you'll ever meet. One of my all-time favorite quotes is, "Sometimes the factors that other people can't change about themselves end up changing our hearts and educating us instead." Thank you.